Hey Capricorn, welcome back to Natural Mystic Tarot. Now, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus, because we do tap on love. That is usually what our readings are about here at Natural Mystic. Now, this is timeless. As of 2020, all my videos are going to be timeless. So you can check out the headings and see what speaks to you. If this doesn't resonate, if it does, don't forget to hit that like button, and I will remind you during the reading, because sometimes we need a call to action, and it's a beautiful energy exchange. And do this with all your readers. Make sure you hit the like button. It's a way to give back to the content creators. Okay, so first off today we have Capricorn. You have cards flinging out. We have love yourself first, passion. Oh, here we go. Let's see what the story is telling us today. Unrequited love and keep an open mind. So what I'm immediately getting off the bat is that somebody has lost someone that's very important to them, or they just can't grasp someone who was very important to them. It's like that person keeps slipping away. You may be coming to the realization that the person you thought was your person isn't your person. And you're kind of in a stage of putting yourself first because you don't really know what else to do. This person isn't allowing you space into their world to be able to realize if this is your person. So you're sort of navigating it blindly. But in the meantime, you're trying to put yourself first and trying to show self-love and all those type of things to help you move through this energy. I'm getting that whoever this person was, you did have some sort of relationship with them, and it was very passionate. So there must have been a lot of sexual type of energy. This could have been sort of a friend with benefits maybe, and you kind of feel like you had stepped into it a little further than they had, or they might have been telling you they had feelings they didn't have. Okay, let's put those aside and let's see what the tarot has to say. Now today we'll be using the Bonefire Tarot. This is a relatively new deck for me. Not that I should be buying new decks, I have enough, but I couldn't resist. And this one's been on my wish list for a while, so I think it was justified. Okay, what do we have for Capricorns? Queen of Wands. And it's going back into that. Let's just make sure these cards are in focus. It's going back to that fiery, passionate energy. So also I'm seeing she has these fish on her arm. So you may be dealing with a Pisces, or it could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Now, this person could be you, or it could be the person you were dealing with, and they may have been quite a passionate, exciting person, not just in the bedroom, in general. And Capricorn, that could have been what really drew you to them. I feel like they opened you up to a side of life that you weren't accustomed to, or maybe you were too nervous to step into those places, and this person was just so free and alive that they woke up that in you. Now the penal, this pine cone here is standing out, so I'm wondering if this person may have like activated your third eye in a sense, like you're starting to get very intuitive. Okay, that's followed by the Eight of Cups. Wow. So this could also be a situation of not wanting to be messed around anymore and walking away from what you might actually think might be your person, but you're putting yourself first regardless. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So this could have been a situation that you had to defend to other people. They may not have understood this situation. They may have told you to leave. But I feel like you weren't able to, well, and this doesn't have to be in love. This could have been a business situation that you were stepping into and putting more trust than you probably should have. Or it could have even been a friendship. But whatever the situation was, it really awakened something in you. Something, it's almost childlike. I feel like maybe you have spent a long time stressing about bills and all all the sort of dowdy things that come with life. And this person sort of was kind of like, fuck it, let's just do this. And while it was making you anxious, you were loving becoming this sort of carefree, reckless person. But I feel like it might have been too reckless and to your detriment. As you see here, this moon is eclipsing the sun. So what might have seemed really fun at the time might have started taking its toll on you. I feel like the situation didn't end well. Like it burned to the ground. It wasn't a mutual thing. And I feel like you may have even had to burn it to the ground to step away. So it might have been like you'd sort of end it and then they'd come back to you and you'd take them back. And it just kept sort of going back and forth. So the only way for you to end it was to end it in a fiery demise. And I feel like maybe things were said that you became a person you weren't proud of almost to end the situation because it was the only way that you could step away. And it kind of reminds me of that Selena Gomez song, like, I needed to hate you to love me. To make sure that you were coming first, you had to remove them. Four of Coins. Yeah, this is the card of holding back your emotions, holding back your feelings. Look at this, like he's guarding himself and this person's giving up a wedding ring, a heart, the key to their heart, what sets them on fire. Like they've actually had to close that off. You've had to close that off, Capricorn, to be able to protect yourself. So whether it may be, because sometimes this can be like withholding yourself at your own detriment. Now, maybe this person was costing you financially, or maybe it was a business that was costing you financially, but either way, it was taking more than you were actually willing to give. And the only way for you to be able to gain yourself was to close off completely and shut down. I feel like you've shut down. And then I'm looking at this sun on the horizon here. Like it's about to come up. Okay, we have Temperance, healing. And that is that sun about to come up. And there it is here at the top. Right over the top of her head. And it's actually pouring, like Ra, the sun god, pouring out into her cup. Her cup's being filled. And that might go back into this pine cone with the pineal gland, and it's coming up here from above her head. It's like you and your spirituality is filling your own cup. And here there's a sign here, and I don't know if it's visible, but it says new and old, and it's just burning. It's a seed, and it's burning. Everything's burning, which is what I was saying. Sometimes to end things, you need to burn it to the ground. You need to burn that bridge so no one else crosses it. This could be temporary. This could be permanent. Who knows? That is up to you, Capricorn. But I definitely know for the time being to heal, which is what this Temperance is asking you. And this is also a Sagittarius card. So you, once again, might be dealing with a fire sign. It's telling you to put you first for the moment. She has her toe dipped in the water. You've barely scratched the surface of how this has affected you emotionally. The King of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing straight away a ram's head here. So it could be Aries, or it could be another Cap, or this could be you. This could be you standing up in your masculine energy and cutting shit out and not allowing that anymore, and at the same time nurturing your inner child, like giving that love back to you and opening up spiritually and allowing the universe to fill you. Okay, we'll have another two come out and then we'll do some clarifying. Capricorn, this feels like really turbulent. I feel like this whatever this was, it may have came in quick. It might be something that's on and off again, but whatever it is, it feels like a hurricane. Like it's coming in and it's turning your life upside down. And while it was fun to begin with, now it's not fun any. Like it's all fun and games until Wow, these cards want to talk. It's all fun and games until somebody cries, you know? I say that to my children when they're like wrestling and stuff. Like, it's all fun until one of you are going to go too far and it's going to end up in tears. That's what I feel like happened here. I feel like maybe there was also no boundaries between you and this person. Not because you lack boundaries, but because this person sort of jumps in so vivaciously, and their energy is so big that they almost come in past it. And I think for a time you kind of loved it. You loved someone being in past those boundaries. It felt very intimate and very connected, but till it didn't anymore, basically, is what Spirit's saying. Until it didn't anymore, until, you know, you needed that moment and you weren't getting it, or they were pushing too far or taking too much physically and financially. There may also be children. You may actually have children as well, and you may be in a situation where you want someone more responsible. So Page of Cups, yep, that's this person. They're very naive. They're very new at this, and they sort of don't they don't match you. They don't match your ethics and your work ethics. Okay, the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. This is definitely saying that something is ending, something is being moved away from. The daggers are coming down and she's just desperately trying to escape them. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So this was very quick. That's what I mean by the hurricane. Like, it's just... And I don't know if it was like a whirlwind romance or it ended that quickly and it went from being perfect to suddenly being like your worst nightmare. I can't exactly tell, and only you will have the answer to that, but it feels like two extremes. Like, it was so amazing and then so terrible, and I can see tears and breakdowns, and it's all very dramatic. It almost feels like young teenage love, and I feel like this person almost made you feel young again. We're going to clarify with the what's the name of it? The Radar, the Wise. I'll leave it in the link below. I always want to call it Callie Bear on YouTube. She's a tarot YouTuber, and she calls it the Dirty Pam, so I can never actually remember the name. Okay, so to clarify the Queen of Wands, we have the High Priestess. So that's what I'm getting is your intuition really peaked. So while you may have felt extremely loved and extremely cared for at the start, you started to realize or wonder if maybe this energy was not just given to you, maybe it was given to other people as well. It also could have uncovered a very sensual side to you that sort of got left behind maybe in other relationships in the past. And I feel like if you do have children, whoever it was you had children with, like, that relationship could have got very stale. And this person was very, they were new. They were new and exciting, and everything you thought you were lacking almost. So let's clarify this Eight of Cups. I think I want to refresh up these cards. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, just as I've done that, we have the Six of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with another earth sign, but there is definitely a lack of give and take in this relationship. I feel like you were doing your best to lay a foundation while they were sort of just running right through it. Okay, that's too many cards, Spirit. Let's calm this down. Now, if this is resonating for you, please hit that like button. I really appreciate the energy exchange, and it also helps to get this message out to other people, especially if there's someone else out there going through a heartbreak. If it can hit the algorithm, the more people we help, and that's why I do this. I don't get paid. I have 5 children. It is something I do in my spare time, but we have gifts and we have to share them, and especially coming into 2020, it's time to, and I will be making sure that my videos are more organized and released and all that kind of stuff, because like I said, 5 kids, sometimes life gets busy, but Eight of Cups, we have justice. So you were definitely justified in wanting to walk away from this. Like I said, whether it's temporary or permanent, it had to happen. The balance had to come in and truth had to be revealed, or truth was revealed, and that is why you got into that place of wanting to move. Seven of Wands, clarified with the Eight of Wands. It's very fast moving. It's very hectic. It's very, like I said, burning everything to the ground. And it's just sort of overnight. I feel like it might have been one little thing that sort of erupted into a massive war, or something happened and it started off just bickering back and forth. And I feel like every truth come out. And that's what I meant by burning your house to the ground. Because maybe they just weren't going away. Maybe every time you felt like you were getting back on track, they were popping up out of nowhere. I'm just going to take a drink. Okay, so next up we had the Temperance. Oh, clarified with the Queen of Wands. This is also a very protective energy. So I feel like you're not just healing, you're learning boundaries. And these boundaries are what are going to protect you. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, which I did feel like was you, Capricorn. I felt like you'd come in with the masculine energy, which hence that protection. The masculine energy is protective. Yeah, we're going to have to give this another split. Okay, so on that split, we have the Chariot and the Seven of Cups. That's options coming up. That's movement forward. And as you move forward, other options are coming in. You are not bound and restricted. And this person may have made you feel like you're bound and restricted. And they might not have even done that consciously. It may have just been that you were so connected to them and so swallowed up by them that you physically didn't feel like you could move forward. Now, as I'm saying that, I'm coming back to this Pisces energy again. These fish are here. Now, this person, I feel like they're this way due to their own traumas. I'm seeing this broken heart of this Page of Cups, which I said was your person. And that's okay. That's okay. We're not perfect and we all have healing to do, but it's also not your responsibility, Capricorn. You know, it's not your job to mother or father another being. You've got yourself to be. I also feel like you may have blocked them. I'm seeing this letter here on fire. You may have blocked all contact. Okay, yeah, wow. So the King of Swords has been clarified with the Emperor. This is strong masculine energy. Your person could have had really strong masculine energy, hence why you've had to really dig into that part of you and dig out that masculine energy. But I also think this could be a literal father figure. You know, you might have had to go to your father and say, look, this is happening and I need your help to be able to move, or whatever the situation is. But there is definitely a lot of protection going on here, and there is definite male masculine protection, whether you've summoned that up from yourself or gone to a brother or a father or maybe even your ex-partner for help to get out of this situation because it was just becoming very overwhelming. Okay, let's clarify. Oh, okay, that's too many. Let's clarify this Page of Cups. There we go. Yeah. Well, this speaks a lot. So the heartbreak here, this is your person. This is what they're feeling, and they're feeling this disconnection from you, which isn't a bad thing. And don't let that sway what you've done or how you're feeling, because sometimes people need to understand that they don't have access to you 24/7, and to have that, they have to respect your boundaries to get it. So that is, they're definitely feeling it. So if you're wondering if they're, you know, not giving a crap because maybe you do have them on block, so you've got no contact, they are feeling it and they are reacting to it, even if you're not seeing it. Okay, these are too many cards. These are too many cards. Okay, while we straighten this up. like I said, if this is resonating for you, please subscribe. I wanna start moving forward with my channel, and I want it to grow. Like this is the time I'm gonna really take it seriously, and I wanna reach as many people as I can. I am not monetizing my channel at the moment. I can, but right now I'd really like to just get the message out there. So we have the Four of Coins clarified with the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands I often feel is a real player card. Like he's out there, he's not shy, which could go back into this High Priestess, where I feel like intuitively you knew that this person wasn't settling down with you, or they weren't. And you might not be in a position where you're able to sort of be with a player like that. You know, your priorities might be completely different. So that is why you're withholding. You want the ring. You want someone to give someone the key to your heart. You want all of those things. But if this person is this Knight of Wands, this rushing in and making quick snap decisions and maybe giving out to people more than they should, and in ways that are inappropriate when you're in a relationship, you can't step into that with somebody. Now, the Six of Swords was clarified with the King of Cups. Now, sometimes the King of Cups can be very while they're very emotional and they feel everything, they might be very tight with speaking that emotion. As you see, his foot's not in this water here. Make sure it's in the screen. His foot is out of the water. He's not dipping his toes into that emotional pool and sharing that with you. It could be a water sign. We have touched on the Pisces, but it could also be Scorpio or Cancer. Sorry, took me a second there. Yeah, so that while they are very emotional and they feel everything, they're very stoic sometimes in how they present that. Lastly, we have the Eight of Wands, which I said is very fast moving. This horseshoe is also burning, so you may be feeling like your luck has sort of given up on you. You know, you may be thinking, why do I keep meeting the same person, or why is this happening? I definitely think blocking communication was a good idea. It's clarified here with this burning letter. And this rainbow path with the crystals up, I think that's your healing. That's your getting rid of things as you go along to heal. It's allowing everything to fall away behind you so you can get that healing and can focus on you. Now, that has been clarified. Whoa. With the Four of Wands. Now, this is my... first of all, it's a solid foundation. So let me just put these cards down because I just want to show you. So if we put this here, oh no, we're going to do these on top of here. If you put this here and you see this path that I just said you were following, if you go straight up, you're walking towards your 1111, your strong, beautiful, connected foundation. I don't always like to throw it out there, but it's also my twin flame card with the 1111, the two strong foundations and the couple here getting married, celebrating their life together. It's all these things in this Four of Wands that you're looking, Four of Coins that you're holding back, because that's what you're holding out for. This is that life, the promised life that you know you deserve, and you know that you're not going to get either right now from this person or at all. So you're willing to take the chance to let them go. Okay, Capricorn. I might pull from, this is another new deck I got. It's been an eventful end of the year. This is called High Love Soul Link Oracle cards. So we'll see if there's any message that comes up that we need to dive into. Significant love relationship. So that's telling me that for most of you, if this did connect, it is about your relationship. It is significant. So it is either a soulmate or a twin flame. Let's pull one more to see if there's anything about the relationship. And we covered a lot here. Lost love, decision making. So you may be feeling very lost without them. Like while you may feel like everything's sort of falling back into place for you and you're getting yourself back, you may actually really miss them. But this was a decision you had to make, and you stand by it. Okay, Capricorn, until next time, which will be next week, please stay strong. Know that healing yourself counts above all else, and that you have the right to ask for the relationship you want from your significant other. And if they can't give it to you, you have every right to make changes that work for you. I'll just hit this button here.